Hi guys, what have I been saying about the trash of the Conservative Party ending up in Reform UK? Ex-MPs who were rejected at the ballot box, or politicians whose careers had run out of road and they decided to retire at Nigel Farage's nursing home. So Nadine Dorries, who defected to Reform recently, was interviewed by the Telegraph about the online safety bill, and she mentioned two individuals here, but didn't seem to understand either. Have a listen.
You know, I was the minister who introduced the online safety bill. It was never intended to separate a mother from her child and put her in prison for a tweet that she deleted in the heat of the moment, Lucy Connolly, and then deleted. It was never intended to arrest a comedian because he spoke about trans ideology or tweeted about trans ideology. It was always about children. And the bill has been so mutated by so many MPs who wanted to add their bauble onto the Christmas tree that it just isn't fit for purpose. It is impossible to police the internet. It is possible to protect children and young people, and that's been lost.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so obviously she's talking about Lucy Connolly and Graham Linehan. Now Lucy Connolly, as she said, a mother was separated from her child over a tweet. Okay, and Graham Linehan was arrested for talking about trans ideology. Both of them were arrested under the Public Order Act of 1986, legislation that was brought in under the party she used to be a member of, and it's almost 30 years old. So it says here, a person who publishes or distributes written material which is threatening, abusive or insulting is guilty of an offence if he intends thereby to stir up racial hatred or having regard to all the circumstances, racial hatred is likely to be stirred up thereby. Neither of these individuals, Lucy Connolly or Graham Linehan, were arrested under the online safety bill. They were arrested under the Public Order Act. Now, this begs a few questions. Does Nadine Dorries understand the legislation that she helped to write? And does she understand that the individuals she's talking about were not arrested based on it? Or is she lying? Now, when it comes to the Conservatives, it could be either ignorance or lies. And then, of course, the other point is, why did the journalist, if he's a journalist, why did he not push back? Why did he? Obviously, he knows this. He knows that these two individuals, because he's probably written about them, he knows that they were arrested. He probably actually quoted the law in some cases, or referred to the the Public Order Act. So why didn't he stop her and say, wait a minute, Nadine, don't you understand that these two individuals were not arrested based on the online safety bill? They were arrested under the Public Order Act. Why are you referring to something that's untrue? I understand because it's the Telegraph and they're pro-reform, or they have decided to jump ship from the Conservatives to reform, that they're just... See, the problem here is that if you don't challenge people like politicians who lie, then the public believe this. The public now, if they don't see this, will imagine that Graham Linehan and Lucy Connolly were arrested as a result of the online safety bill, which is completely untrue. So this allows the Conservatives and it allows Nigel Farage and Reform to say, well, the problem here is the online safety bill. We need to get rid of it. Now, are there issues with it? Of course, but that's separate from Lucy Connolly and Graham Linehan. There's a massive problem here. You have an individual given a platform where she's lying or she's misinformed and she's not been challenged on it. And as I said, the public will get the wrong end of the stick. And the public will be angry with the Labour government who are not reforming or not taking out aspects of the online safety bill. When in reality, the individuals that were arrested for legislation that is almost 30 years old. Once again, this has to stop. Journalists have to do their job. If politicians are misinformed, they need to be informed. If politicians are lying, they need to be called out. You have a duty as a journalist to do this. And if you don't, then why the heck are you a journalist? Or Are you just a political commentator? Are you just a hack? Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think, and I'll see you in the next video.